So Anna, I hope it was a beautiful podcast. It added a lot of value, and now I would like to. There was a very silent and powerful presence through the entire podcast. We have Sadhguru with us over
Yeah.
here all through it. So could you talk a bit more about the Sadhguru Sannidhi and how you brought it to your home and
Yeah.
how has that presence been?
Yeah. So I wanted, about Sannidhi, it's basically bringing Sadhguru home. So just like how every body has its own energy vibration, which now we look at through, through the Rudraksh. We hold Rudraksh and we can see the reactions on the Rudraksh. I have seen Deepak Chopra use one crystal, something like a crystal object, and he holds it over certain things and they have an energy field. So just like that, every object and every body has got an energy field. So if Sadhguru is sitting in flesh and blood over here, how he will reverberate. That is how this stone has been energized. So it is like bringing Sadhguru home. I know a lot of logical, leftist, rational people will bash all this, but I don't care. So
You have to make this video in Malayalam.
yeah. So in Malayalam, I can use little more strong language. English is little bit, from the West, most of the things are like that. So anyways, yeah. So I got the Sannidhi home in 2017. Intention was simple. I've heard somebody say that in the presence of the Sannidhi, unknowingly the people who are in the Sannidhi's presence become spiritual. And I've heard people say that Sadhguru has told, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I think it must be true. If in a city, if there is 100 Sannidhis, then the way the city functions will start changing gradually. Because people unknowingly become more conscious. And I can think of it, in different ways. Like if suppose there is a very disturbing music being played in the background.
Right.
You are trying to do some work. Within 5 to 10 minutes, you will, or before that itself, you will start getting irritated. You will be like, what is this thing which is happening? Just imagine there is good music.
Yeah.
So you will feel calmer, nicer, in a good mood, and the ambience is good. This also sets an ambience, which of course we cannot see or hear, but it's very subtle and very slow. So we may not experience it immediately. It's like saying we are growing up every single day.
Yeah.
For us, there isn't much change, but somebody sees us after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, then they'll be like, Arey, you have changed so much. So they realize that difference. So now for me also, I have seen that thing develop in my parents, because after the Sannidhi has come also, I have not stayed home much. I have been in Karnataka, then in Tamil Nadu, and now in Trivandrum. So that is happening, but it has been very, just the way they have committed to the practices and explored more of Sadhguru and understanding the importance of all these things and slowly letting me do what I want to do and leaving me to whichever way I wish to go. All these things started happening after Sadhguru came home. And everything has not been rosy, because spirituality is a very challenging field, I felt. See, that's when Sadhana Pada was happening and I was going that after I verbally committed that I'll become a full-time, all the inner turmoil started happening. That's when I really did namaskaram to all the full-time volunteers and brahmacharis to next level. Because what they would have gone through or going through to pursue something which is abstract, which is not yet in experience, but they know for sure something is there. I also know something is there because there have been moments during programs, during practices, sometimes there have been moments when that something breaks and you just are suddenly life is just so good. So the idea is to sustain that. That's the whole what the whole thing is about. What were we talking?
Sannidhi.
Yeah, sorry. This is going in tangents, no?
That's good. Tangents are good.
Yeah. So I have seen that happening, and I noticed the difference majorly because I am not staying at home. So when I come home after many days, the moment I enter home, the atmosphere is different. The feeling is different. Not that I have come to my home, not that feeling, but there is something. And I have had many guests also tell, because now this is in our guest room itself. Many guests have also told this, that there is something I feel calm when I come here. So that is definitely there. So then I understood that this consecrated space and all is not bogus. And not just that, so I got because I will be traveling a lot, I got a Dhyanlinga yantra.
Okay, to carry with you.
To carry sometimes. Now I don't carry that much, but I have it in my home or wherever I'm staying at a rented place. I have it over there. Doing practices in the presence of that is very different. The depth of the practice or the experience is different. There is no doubt about it. Whether if we are subtle and sensitive enough to keep our nonsense aside, or on those days when that happens, we'll notice it. On the days when this is on all the time, we don't notice it. But it's always there. That's for sure.
So what is the process of getting Dhyanlinga Yantra? And many people have the question how hard it is to maintain. So could you talk a bit more about that?
Yeah, it's not at all hard to get now. I mean, you just have to apply. There is Yantra Sannidhi Yantra ceremonies which happen. That is one way. Otherwise, you can get it directly from the ashram you can receive the yantra and bring it home also. Your local center or local volunteer can also get it for you. Somnathanna. Okay, these things can be done. And after once you get it and you install it, the requirements are not that much. You just need a dedicated small corner for it. And a white cloth beneath the yantra and Sadhguru's photo. That's all. So it's not that difficult to maintain. Devi Yantra, I've heard, has got elaborate processes. But here it's just every Monday and full moon days and new moon days, there is a half an hour process which needs to be done. Earlier we need to get a little bit trained in it and all. Now Sadhguru has made it even more easier. There is a audio recording. So that audio recording, you just have to turn it on, and then there are certain lighting a lamp and lighting the agarbatti, few things like that. Simple processes which you can do. So it's very easy to maintain that way. And if you're not at home, you just have to turn the light on. Keep the light on, that's all. So that's
we need to cover it during Amavasya.
Yeah, I mean during Amavasya, there are days when there are certain days. There is a WhatsApp group for all this now. So whenever it's easy, there is somebody who will remind you that put the cloth in turmeric water and then just put it over here, or use neem leaves and just put it on the yantra on certain days. That instruction will be told to us. So now it is very easy actually. And I feel that after getting to know all these things and actually trying it out, I can see the difference in the people, which is my parents, who are staying in this space. For sure. And testimonies come from guests more than me. Don't believe
who are not at all Isha meditators or anything.
Yeah, who are not at all Isha meditators. So randomly when guests come for dinner or some things like that, they'll just, something is there. So even they don't understand what it is. I know that this is it.
Right.
But yeah, something like that.